Well, college applications are one category where procrastination does not pay off and deadlines are quickly approaching. College counselor Christina Craig joins us now. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So let's talk about these deadlines.
So right now is the time, the kind of prime time to make sure that you know when to submit your application. So the regular decision deadlines are coming up. Usually that's January 1st through February 1st. Madison, for instance, is February 1st. UWM is actually March 1st, but then Marquette is actually December 1st. So it's important when you're applying to college to know exactly which deadlines you're following and to make sure you submit everything that they need by that deadline.
How early would you suggest that students submit those deadlines? I mean, submit that material, because it is January 1st, like you said, but you don't want to wait until January 1st.
No, I always say with the students I work with, let's get this stuff done much sooner than the night before that they're due, so that you don't feel that stress. So sometimes it doesn't mean that they're going to review your application before that deadline, but it's about ensuring that you can cross your T's and dot your I's and make sure that they have all of the items that they need from you by the deadline, because colleges will need your ACT scores or SAT scores, essays that you have to write, letters of recommendation, transcripts. So I would say the sooner the better, the earlier in the process the better to submit your application.
And it's a busy time for you. What are you finding with your students this year who are submitting applications and going through that process? Anything new, anything different that families should be aware of?
I would say that the trend is toward actually the early action and early decision deadlines, which are November 1st and even November 15th. And that obviously November 15th is
right around
tomorrow.
the corner.
Yeah, so the trend is absolutely to get things in even sooner. So most colleges will have kind of two different deadlines, one early deadline and one regular deadline. And yes, I am seeing that that's the trend, is to submit things the applications by November. And what is the reasoning behind that? Well, you can find out sooner if you're admitted into the college. And there are a lot of schools that look at that as you saying, I'm very interested in your school. And so you have maybe a better chance of getting in by doing that.
Now, before we go, Christina, paying for college is a big thing. What do you suggest? What would you say is the best thing to keep in mind for students and families moving forward?
Sure. So I think you should always keep in mind if the school's the right fit, because even if the sticker price looks really high on the website, most of the time colleges are going to consider you for scholarships within the application review process. So that sticker price is not going to be what you pay. And I just always tell that to clients that the scholarships are there, absolutely. And when schools want you to come there, they're going to try to make it attractive to you. There are even schools now that are purposely lowering their yearly tuition. Just locally, Carthage has just lowered their tuition from about $45,000 a year to $31,000 a year.
Wow, that is a blessing.
That's huge.
Well, thanks so much for coming in, Christina. And you can find more information on our website. Just head to tmj4.com and click on the links section.